Hello, hello, hello. It is Mark. It is July 23rd. Happy Saturday to everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. The weather here is actually not too bad if you can see outside. We got some blue sky peeking through. It's supposed to be a tropical storm coming through. There is a tropical storm coming through, but it hasn't hit here yet. But so far so good. My free day is going well. I had a bunch of unhealthy food and I'm feeling the effects. But that's okay. Actually, it feels kind of good as well. And it's making me not want to eat like this again for at least a week. So it's interesting. This whole slow carb thing, the way it works psychologically is really kind of smart in a way. Because it sets you up with a sort of a naturally you want to go through periods where your body will go through these cycles where it's like it wants a lot of bad food and then it wants something healthy, and so it kind of plays with that in your psychology too. People who tend to want to eat something unhealthy, you always afterwards you want to eat something healthy. It's your body's ways of balancing itself, and so this sort of uses that to its advantage. And so after you eat something, you have a day of like binging on yucky stuff like sugar and breads and things like that. You don't want to eat that for a while because you've been eating clean, and usually lasts about 5 or 6 days, and then you kind of like, okay, I want a pizza, or yeah, I'd like some ice cream, and then that's the day you can eat the ice cream and the pizza, and you have it on one day, and then you don't want it again for like another week. So it works really well for me. Like even today, I wasn't craving all that stuff, but I knew that at least psychologically it would benefit me to do it and to get that caloric spike during the week. Also, it signals to your body that you're while you're kind of going through a general caloric deficit during the week on slow carb. Okay, so backing up, if you don't know what slow carb is, the protocol, you eat very healthy 6 days a week, and 1 day a week you can eat whatever you want. So 6 days a week you eat just lean proteins, chicken, grass-fed beef, eggs, egg whites mostly, stuff like that, tofu, things like that. And then you can eat that. You can eat vegetables as much as you want, legumes, beans, nuts and seeds. So you can eat those things. And then you stay away from any like sugars, anything that turns into sugar or causes a insulin spike in your blood. You just don't eat any of that ever. As a result, your blood sugar levels are really even through the week. So you feel really like pretty even energy levels. You can have coffee, which I'll usually have a cup of coffee in the morning just to wake myself up. But aside from that, I don't really feel any weird, like when I'm eating more breads and sugars and stuff throughout the day, especially if I eat some in the morning, I'll tend to feel sort of like a mid-afternoon slump, or maybe I'll go through some like hypoglycemia kind of feeling, like a low blood sugar or something. But I don't feel that at all when I'm on this protocol, which is great because you're not eating any sugar, so your body doesn't have any of those sugar spikes. And then on the other day, you can eat kind of whatever you want. So usually I'm more of a savory than a sweet person, so I'll eat like pizzas and hot dogs and things like that over sweets, although I had some chocolate today, which is pretty good. So yeah, so the way it works, and then also the other thing that's it happens as a result of this is, since you're eating pretty healthy during the week, the nutritional quality of what you're eating is pretty high, but the caloric density of what you're eating is lower. So you're not eating as many calories as you would otherwise, but so you have a slight caloric deficit during the week, which is of course is how you lose weight. You lose weight by consuming less calories than you're burning, as well as having higher nutrition. It has to have two things, right? So it's not just about calories, and it's not just about nutrition. You need to have lower calories and good nutrition, which you have during the week. And then on that other day, that one day, you get a caloric spike, which sort of turns off that starvation mechanism in your body. So your body isn't saying, I'm starving, I need more calories, and it starts to slow down your metabolism and it starts to counteract the lack of calories. Instead, it has that spike and it tells your body, oh, okay, I'm getting enough calories, so don't worry about starving. Clearly we're not starving because we just had 2 hot dogs, or clearly we're not starving because we just had a Twix bar, or whatever it is. And so your body kind of like, okay, so it gets back in burning mode again. So coupling that nutrition with the fact that I go to the gym 3 times a week and I do those compound strength exercises, which are really good for building muscle that burns fat. So you're doing squats, deadlifts, barbell rows, overhead press, and bench press. Those 5 fundamental compound exercises that are the foundation of all strength training regimens. Doing those 3 times a week. I do 3 exercises 3 times a week, so it's different each time, but I always do squats. Helps build the foundational muscle that burns off the burns calories all day long. So I'm building greater ability to burn calories while I'm having a caloric deficit, but I'm also not allowing my body to think it's being starved. So all of these things combined allow you to lose weight pretty consistently. Initially, at the state I'm at now, which is pretty overweight, I can lose about average of 2 pounds a week, which is like 8 pounds a month, which is pretty good. Losing 5 to 10 pounds a month is excellent. And I've sort of calculated it out. Actually, this month I've lost around 9 to 10 pounds so far, and it's not even the end of the month yet. So I'm calculating the first couple months, lose 8 pounds. The next couple months, maybe 6 pounds or 5 pounds. And maybe towards the end of this whole thing I'm trying to do next year, January, February, I might be down to like 2 or 3 pounds a month. But that's okay. I mean, I'm in this for the long haul, so it's not going to be like a short-term solution. But the thing is, there's a difference between trying to shed fat or trying to shed weight and trying to maintain a weight. So one of the things you'll notice that isn't allowed during the week on this program is fruit, which I eat on the 7th day. And on the 7th day, he created fruit. And but when you're on a maintenance plan, you can eat healthy, but you can also eat a little differently. So once I've lost the weight I want to lose, which is a different process than maintaining the weight I want to be at, then I will focus on having a more balanced nutrition, putting more fruit into my diet, and maybe more grains, like whole grains, brown rice, things like that, just to maintain some caloric density, and also to get a little more fiber from the fruit. I get a lot of fiber from vegetables already. I eat a lot of celery, broccoli, tons of broccoli, carrots, so onions, tomatoes, things like that. So I do eat a lot of vegetables. I make sure there's vegetables in every meal. I eat lots of salads, but even the additional fiber and fullness from fruit will be great too. But that's not until I've gone down in weight. So I do eat fruit during the week, but not as often as I will when I'm maintaining my weight. But anyway, so I just explained the whole slow carb thing to you in 8 minutes. Which wasn't my plan. I don't know what I was going to talk about today, but apparently I talked about slow carb because it's my free day and I'm thinking about food and what I'm eating and what I've been eating and weight loss. So I weighed myself today and it is less than last week, a couple pounds. And last week was like 6 pounds less than the week before. So that's why I've gone about 9 or 10 pounds lower, which is great. So I'm just going to keep at it and got another week. This is week number 2 just ended. Week number 3 is about to begin. It's been great also going to the gym. Ruhi's been going with me and she's working on her technique for the compound exercises as well. Every time I'm doing exercises, I do this thing. Apparently this is me holding the bar on my shoulders for a back squat. Or maybe it's the bench press, shoulder press. So anyway, that's it for today. We're going to, she went over to the laundromat to, I think, dry our clothes or do our laundry or something and get me a drink, I think. And then we're going to go home later and make some pasta tonight. Pasta with some cheese on it. And like mac and cheesy kind of thing with some potato chips maybe, or tortilla chips. Maybe some nachos. That'll be awesome. And that'll be a great way to close out this free day. And I think I have a caramello also that I'm gonna eat for dessert. And that's it for today. So hope you're all doing good, doing healthy, doing well. And it's a nice time to be alive. I know it's, if you watch the news, which I don't for this reason, it doesn't seem like it's a nice time to be alive, but it really is. So anyway, we'll talk about that some other time. Anyway, that's it for now. Anyway, and I hope you all have a awesome weekend. take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be good to each other, and keep on keeping on.